Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs. My name is Roger Moore, better known as 007. In the studio with me is the notorious Colonel O'Brien.
Good morning, everyone, and happy 2017.
And in the studio with me again is Yuri Dixon.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. Kun, say something again?
Hello.
Okay, now we're hearing you. Okay, we didn't hear you just now. All right, great. So welcome to Rich Dad's Cashflow Club. We are here to talk about our favorite topics, which is money, finance, and investing. All the stuff that's not taught in our current education system. And it's a shame because most people go to school just to get a really good, safe, secure job that pays well. And then they just become what we call just over broke, which actually stands for JOB, job, just over broke. So Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that changed all of our lives.
I can still remember it like yesterday.
Yeah. What year you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
2009.
What about you, Yuri?
What boy must it before that?
I remember in, what, 2005?
Yeah, I think so. Same around that.
It's around there, yeah. You read it around the same time as me. I remember that because you're in school with me. And it completely flipped everything we thought about money and about investing, about life, about everything. So now, we are into business now, and my group, we are going into real estate investing. So we are learning a lot as we go along, right? So Rich Dad Poor Dad, the tagline for Rich Dad Poor Dad is what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. So we are actually one of Rich Dad's largest cash flow clubs in the world. We started back in 2005, December 2005, and we have been running cash flow sessions since then to now. Right now, we're the top financial trainers in the insurance industry. We do our thing and spread the word of financial education. We go to different communities and people do our courses and workshops from all over the country, people from all over the country. Right now, we're actually in talks with Nedco to start training some of their entrepreneurs.
Wonderful. That sounds great.
And we think that's a powerful combination because NECO has been doing some really good work within their limitations.
Correct.
Right? Remember, I have to say within their limitations. And, what they're missing and what we told them they're missing is sound financial education. Because when you give loans to entrepreneurs, lenders usually expect those entrepreneurs to be financially educated. And it's not always so.
Exactly.
Right? So just having one source of income is actually an extremely risky way to live. If you lose your one source of income, what do you think happens?
Breadline.
Breadline.
Poverty line.
Yeah. And this is a recession. People are losing their jobs.
Really?
Your job is not secure. This is why you need to educate yourself now. These books are available in every bookstore in the entire country. You have no excuse if you go broke. Some people go complain to the unions and beg the unions to take action. But there's only so much the unions can do. A pay raise is not going to solve your financial problems. If you get a 10% increase in pay, you are still going to be just over broke.
But Raj, could I just jump in here on that topic? Because for something that I never understand, I'm trained in industrial relations. I used to be in the industry. And something that people don't take into consideration, when a group asks for 10% increase, the employer now will have to increase costs on the goods and services that they provide. And then that helps push costs of the cost of living up. So technically, asking for a pay raise is not a solution, but it just creates more problem because now you got 10% more, but then everything else costs 10% more, so your salary is almost just the same.
In addition to that now, because you get the increase in pay now, you raise your expenses now. I can afford more stuff.
Yep.
So now you're back to before.
You're back to square one.
Exactly.
Right. Because your lifestyle catches up with your income.
Exactly.
When you're not financially educated, if you get an increase in pay,
you just spend more.
You know nothing about investing because you're not taught investing. You know nothing about finance and money because you're not taught those things. When you go through the school system, all you get taught is, preparation for your career. Right? That's why people go to school, to get a job. They don't teach you how to make more money. So we're not ashamed about talking about how to make more money.
Because we
That's
do
what we do. We love making money. Making money is fun.
And it's even more fun helping other people learn how to make more money.
Oh my God. Because you drastically change their lives. So when I meet people, I still to this day meet people who hear about Cashflow Club, they hear about the results, and they don't want to attend. They say, nah, I'm not into that. I say, wow.
I love my job.
Yeah. I say, well, congratulations. I mean, Cashflow is not for everybody, obviously. Financial education is not for everybody. But it's for a lot more people than before.
For real.
We would
Especially in these economic times.
Exactly. We would love to produce more business owners. We would love to produce more employers, more investors. But if you just go to school, get good grades, and get a safe, secure job, and you lose your job, you are on the breadline. You are one step away from poverty.
And Raj, long ago, as far as I remember, when I was growing up, the good secure job was always a government job.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you check how the government employs people, everyone is on contract.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. And in a recession, they don't like to renew those contracts, right? So there's only so much Ansel Roger and OWT can do. You gotta take charge of your own financial situation. So this is my message to the unions. Maybe a different approach might be appropriate, because I see you guys causing some, making the media, doing some action, taking some action. But we have spoken to you guys before. Maybe it might be beneficial to expose your members to financial education.
Empower them. So they're no longer dependent on the employer. They make more money and everybody's happy. And Raj, business and investing are team sports. We know that. So if there's any concern that the union members may not be able to get into business, it's not because they don't have to do it by themselves. They could get involved with people who already experienced in business, so that they could just find a great team and be part of that team and help earn income for themselves and their family.
Yep. But the school system doesn't teach people how to work in teams.
Correct.
If you work in teams in the school system, it's called cheating.
You get put in the naughty corner.
Yeah. So people always in it for themselves. And they do it in business all the time. We always compete against people who go into business by themselves. Most people register business to be in business by themselves. They're self-employed. They have no team building skills. They don't know how to motivate staff. They don't know how to sell. They go there and they think that a business would sell itself. That's wrong.
True. That's something that they really do think.
The ability to sell is the number one skill in business. If you can't sell, you can't make no money, homie. Not a single cent. You're going to stand there and get rejected on a daily basis.
But Raj, I don't like to sell.
Too bad. Get a job. We always like to say, an entrepreneur that can't sell, it's called get a job.
Yeah, for real.
As a business owner, we have to sell every single day, 7 days a week. We sell to our customers, we sell to our staff, we sell to our family members. We are constantly selling. Selling is the art of communication. Communicating ideas and emotions from one person to another. If you're not capable of doing that in a really good way, like a capable way, you cannot make money in business and you cannot make money overall.
And guess what, people? If you can't, you can learn.
Exactly. Some people are born salesmen, but others, we learn. I wasn't born a salesperson, but I learned. I paid my price. When I left business school, I got a sales job. I was selling insurance at Guardian. And I thought I could have sold, but boy, the amount
Well, you're wrong.
I get rejected every single day. I struggled, but I paid my dues. Eventually, I got onto the Dale Carnegie Sales Success
Correct.
course. I did that course, a sales course. I stayed on as a volunteer for years. I paid my dues to learn and perfect sales. So now it's effortless. Now I sell every day. I don't even have to try to sell. I naturally sell. And that's a good thing. If I need to make money, I just sell more. If I need to make more money, I just pick up the phone more often.
Correct.
That is incredible freedom.
You can't do that with your job.
You can't do that with a job. People are underpaid severely. and they can't even afford a home. If you think you're getting a lot of money, check and see if you can get a home mortgage. The question most times is no, you can't. You can't afford it. So what you do? You put your name on the HDC list.
Dun, dun, dun.
That makes sense.
How many years pass since your name has been on the HDC list?
Dun, dun, dun.
We have a saying at Cashflow Club: sales equals income. If you're not making much money, it's simply because you can't sell. There are lots of ways to make money. Lots of ways. So you have real estate, you have business, which is my personal favorite, and you have paper assets. Paper assets include all stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. And funny enough, during a recession, if you're financially educated, it is the best time to invest. Kun, are you investing right now?
Hell yeah.
You investing right now?
Yes.
I am investing like crazy. It's a recession. This is the time when we're supposed to start business. This is the time you're supposed to be going after real estate deals. The price is lower. Some people selling their businesses. Some people selling their properties to get cash in because they're not making much money. It's a recession.
Some people even selling their properties just to pay debts.
Oh my, yeah, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Huge one.
Definitely.
But now we're actually doing better. You know, recessions are usually a transfer of wealth from those who are not financially educated
To those who
To those
to
are.
those who are. And that's what we represent. So Cashflow Club is actually a business school designed by the Rich Dad Company, or Robert Kiyosaki directly, who is the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. So we're a business school that uses simulations to teach business, investing, and finance. Now, we have proven after the past 12 years that simulations are superior in every way possible to classroom style. Our brains are wired for simulations. So our simulations are so good, we could train teenagers in investing. In fact, right now, you know, the first high school that might get our program, because we have been running away from teaching teenagers for years.
And there's a good reason.
And there's a good reason for it, because they tend to apply what they learn very quickly. And they get themselves into trouble at school.
Because they start rejecting school.
Oh, they start doing cake sale and thing in school and making money in school. Schools don't like that. But right now, Bishop's Trinity in Trin City, they're very close. They're going to be most likely the first high school to get cash flow in there.
But let's think of the benefit. We could probably be responsible for starting a new wave of entrepreneurship in Trinidad and Tobago. Entrepreneurship creates jobs. So if you're one of the people that want a job, then you want us to create
More
entrepreneurs so that you could get a job, right?
Exactly.
In fact, I would say that entrepreneurship movement has started a long time ago. It's just getting more and more so because of the recession. More and more people are coming to us because they realize that there's a group out there that is fostering an entrepreneurship movement for a while now, and we have a track record of success. So the whole point of this radio show is not just to get the word out about cash flow, but also to give you free financial advice, free financial and business advice. That's what we do. The reason why we do that is because our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. That's what we believe in. That's what we really, deeply, truly believe in. So our mission is to help you succeed financially. So we're going to take your calls. Okay, so
We take your calls now. 625-2759. 623-8255. 624-7729.
right. So call us on the show. We are live on air. And if you didn't get those numbers, we can give you one number in particular. 623-8255. That's 623-8255. Call us now. Ask us anything. Free business, financial advice, or even if you just want to say something. Call us anytime. We'll be here till 5 minutes to 12. Now, yeah.
In the meantime, I wanted to go back to something that you mentioned. You said that you did the Dale Carnegie course and then you went back and volunteered. Tell me why.
Because the more you give, the more you receive. One. Two, the more you teach, the more you learn.
Definitely.
And another thing, a lot of business owners get trapped when they can sell, but they never learned how to teach others to sell.
Three powerful reasons as to why you need to get into volunteering to help coach people.
Yep.
To help to bring people up to your level, and in so doing, you help bring yourself up to another level.
In addition to that, the environment to be among like-minded individuals, that is so powerful because you can't get that otherwise in other areas.
Yep, very, very true. And that's why the Cash Flow Club is a pod network. We have a caller. Welcome to Rich Dad's Cash Flow Clubs.
Hi, Pleasant. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am calling from Tobago.
Hi.
Welcome to Tobago.
Thank you. Basically, I was employed on. I lost my job. I personally have a stationery store. Sorry.
That's right.
I'm just kind of like anxious that I got through.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And I've listened to your program, and it's very interesting.
Thank you.
But the thing that it actually makes a lot of us business people kind of like fall into difficulties is because sometimes you're not seeing the cash flow, you're not seeing the money coming in,
right.
and you're trying all different ways to cut and contrive to bring stock into your business, and you're not seeing it.
Right.
Are there any ways that you could share light? Because I mean,
Okay, and
THA actually gives you a grant.
Oh,
to
yeah.
start.
Yeah. You got a grant
Right?
from them already?
Yes, I got it. But
That's the start.
Yes,
But to
that's
run and to grow is a different story.
Right, yeah, that is where it's kind of like challenging.
Yeah. Tell me your first name again?
Roxanne.
Roxanne, let me tell you something. I actually have a couple of Cash Club members that own stationery stores. Now, here's how you make money running your stationery store.
Right.
Right? First thing, signage brings in about 55% of your customers.
Right.
So if you look at any franchise like KFC and Subway, you realize that the sign is huge.
Yes.
Right? That's the first thing. Second of all, a stationery store is most times a mistake that you make. You're 100% dependent on walk-ins, customer walk-ins.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And if you don't have much customer walk-ins, you can't pay your bills.
Right.
Here's the thing. If you had a sales background, which I advise you to get ASAP, you
Well,
probably
yes,
do courses.
I have that because my start off was working at Francis Fashion Shoe Locker.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes, so I have all that experience where I would have.
Right. So here's what you're missing from Francis Fashion Shoe Locker: booking meetings, handling objections, turning no's into yeses, closing deals. That's what you're missing. Dealing with people, you might have that, but sales is a lot more dynamic and a lot more detailed than just dealing with people. You actually have to know the science of sales.
Yeah.
That's what you're missing. So what? If I was running a stationery store, what I would do, in addition to having signage enough to attract customers, I would be calling businesses on a regular basis, booking meetings for corporate deals.
Right.
So I would be calling, all the businesses in the area, show them what I have, right? Printing, whatever you do, whatever stationery you need. You have to call all the schools, make a list of all the schools and businesses in the area.
I do all that. I did all that.
Did or
so
do?
I'm now going to be kind of like transforming the business from just a stationery store into a bookstore because now the government would have to, they're stopping the distribution of books in schools. So I would have maximized on that last year before school closed.
Right.
Right, so I got my flyers in. I got to speak into the schools throughout in community. So I got their book list and everything. So I'm going to be transforming the business into a bookstore.
Nice.
So eventually I'll maximize on that because I have a great deal of knowledge in terms of marketing, the strategies and all the different things. It's just that now it's a slow period. And, I maximize more on printing, photocopying.
Why do you think it's a slow period now?
Oh, let me see, because
that's another problem.
Correct. It's actually not a slow
It's
period.
not really
now.
a slow period. It's a slow period for those who can't sell. If you can't sell, it will never be a slow period. If it's slow economically, you just ramp up sales. So instead of making 10 sales calls a day, you make 25 sales calls a day,
right,
or 30 or 40. The more calls you make, the more appointments you get, the more sales you close. Right. In addition to your walk-in customers.
So Roxanne, one of the things I also wanted to add, if you could maximize the efforts of other people other than yourself in advertising and promoting your business, you will also have some success. So get the attention of some of your friends and your ex co-workers or whatever, and help them market your business for you. They'll be like little yous out there looking for business all over the place. And to make it a better incentive, offer them something on the back end as a sort of reward, or a free book a month or something like that for advertising your business.
Roxanne, in addition to that, do you do printing and business cards and that kind of thing?
Well, not as yet. Yeah,
Maybe
so-
you could look into that because that is a big seller as well. Do you do photocopies?
Yes, I do photocopies.
Okay,
I
that
do.
attracts a lot of people, but doesn't make that much money.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I have a friend who has a stationery store in St. Joseph, and what she started doing to make money was she opened a cafe next to her stationery store.
Right.
Right, she's opposite a university. Luckily for her,
Wow.
and the cafe sales took off like a rocket,
Wow.
like a
Yes.
rocket.
Right.
Unfortunately for me, because she was supposed to join one of my teams,
Right.
and now she's making money. So she's like, Raj, hard luck,
Hard
day.
luck, Raj.
yeah. Time.
You know, that's a good reason not to join my team if your business is already, growing
Booming.
and making money.
Yeah.
Right now, she's looking at the opportunity of opening a second and third outlet. That is and she's going through the motions of that. She's, she's
Yeah.
uncovering some problems of that, but that's a good problem to have.
And as Roger mentioned, problems. We are entrepreneurs are problem solvers.
Right.
So you actually have a great opportunity to solve the problems you have by
Yes.
just putting some mind power into it and engaging the minds of a team member or team members. You could engage the Cashflow team. Give us a call.
Right. Can I have another number or
Sure. Here's my
email?
personal number.
Sure.
Right, so you can always stay in touch with me via WhatsApp or even add me on Facebook.
Sure.
My number is 768
768. Right.
6761.
6761. And
Yeah.
you are.
I'm Roger Moore.
Okay.
007.
Agent 007.
All
So
right.
you could contact me anytime for free advice. That's what we do. Don't feel bad about asking questions.
Sure. I so appreciate it and thank you all very much. I'll listen in from the radio.
Okay,
You all have a
Roxanne.
blessed one.
You have
Same
a
to you,
great day.
Roxanne.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Okay, so we're about to wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs. Just remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cashflow Clubs Eastern Caribbean. Check it out. Check out some of our videos. We are uploading new content. So that's Cashflow Clubs Eastern Caribbean.
And we welcome your comments.
Right. So, Colonel Brian, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And
bro.
you, Dixon, thank you.
Anytime,
All right,
anytime.
good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next week. The book Rich Dad Poor Dad has impacted millions of lives worldwide. It is a 6-time New York Times bestseller and written in over 150 languages. The tagline for the book is what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. We run one of Rich Dad's largest and most active cashflow clubs. It is a volunteer-run business school that uses simulations to teach investing, finance, and entrepreneurship.